You can follow all the action of the Total BWF World Champs on the official Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram accounts of the Badminton World Federation. Also catch daily live streaming on YouTube at badmintonworld.tv. It's a beautiful sun-kissed scene, Basel, this time of the year. We have over 300 days of sunshine throughout the year. Such is the Mediterranean climate. Gorgeous city, lovely feel to it. But inside the hall, it is all hotting up as well. Honing down onto 2 courts, the spotlight burning brighter as a consequence. Still going strong on court 2. Doubles action there. And, well, we'll be moving on to our second match now, having just brought you the victory for the 3rd seeds in the mixed doubles. Watanabe and Higashino safely through in a 3-game epic. Kento Momota, the top seed, will take on Zii Jia of Malaysia, the young 21-year-old. Can he trouble the top seed? Momota, of course, the defending champion. And this is the section of the draw that they're in. Right at the top, Jonathan Christie, Sai Praneeth go toe-to-toe down below. But of course, Zii Jia, he downed Momota's countryman and compatriot Kenta Nishimoto yesterday in a tight match. Can he continue with that thread of form against the world #1? Momoto's won 6 titles, 3 runner-up showings since the Asian Games last summer. He's the reigning world champion. Here he comes, leading the way. Both opting for the vests today to stay cool. Zii Jia is ranked 13th in the world, off a career-high ranking, incidentally, and seeded 14th in this event. Momota is the man to beat at #1. Eric Desroches, the Canadian umpire. Beg your pardon, Eric's actually the service judges. It is Metspala of Estonia who's going to be captaining the ship. Here comes Kento.
Hello. Lee, you will choose. It's a red or black. Black. It's black. Service. This side.
Okay, so you heard it. Zii Jia of Malaysia opting to serve. Momota leading 2-0 in the head-to-heads. Last match was at the Sudirman Cup in Group 1. That was back in May of this year. Momota yet to concede a game to Zii Jia. As we take a look at his profile, 24 years old. Playing some fine badminton. There's not a lot he hasn't done in the game. Played 39 matches this year, won 34 of them, only lost 5. And one of those was at the Indonesian Open mid-July in the round of 16, where he lost to Huang Yuxiang of China. There's his route through. All fairly comfortable. Tight opening game in particular against HS Pranoy yesterday. We called that match, myself and Morten Frost. It was a really interesting one. And, well, a little bit more comfortable against Penalve of Spain and the Vietnamese as well in round 1. Now, what of this man? Just 21 years old, as I say, off that career-high ranking is Zii Jia. He's played 33 matches, won 19 of them, 1.86 m tall. So posting consistently solid results all year round. He won the Chinese Taipei Open. runner-up in the Korean Masters, and this is a good win yesterday in particular. Well, and all of those wins are very good wins. There's no easy matches at the World Champs, that's for sure, but a particularly good one to down the 8th seed yesterday. That went down to the wire, hour and 10 minutes. Steen, did you catch any of that one?
Yes, I saw some of the final rallies, and I totally agree. It's a really good tournament he's played so far. Zii Jia, first winning against Igor Coelho, the Pan American Games champion, and then Lu Guangzhou. So it's definitely not easy matches he's had so far, but still managed to come through here and done what could be expected from him. Perhaps a little bit more. Beating Nishimoto.
Yeah, so Coelho, the Brazilian, ranked 56th in the world. That was a good win. 36 minutes it took him, and Lu Guangzhou 21 in the world. So again, an even better win on paper. Hour and 3 minutes, and then the win over Kento Nishimoto, the world number 12. Going the distance against him as well. Hour and 10 minutes. So I guess, you know, some may say, well, how much has he got left in the tank? But I don't think we can really ask that question. He's only 21 years old, and you don't get tired at 21, do you? Boundless energy.
You don't get tired of winning.
No, exactly. So it's a 2-0 lead coming into this head-to-head series that the man in red has. Let's see what happens here. First quarterfinal in men's singles on court 1 today.
Zii Jia to serve, love all, play.
Steen, is there anything Zii Jia has to do other than play the best badminton of his life? Tactically, is there anything that you sort of preempted coming into this?
He's got to try and take control of the rallies, and that's going to be really, really difficult because, as you can see here in the first 2 rallies, he's going to struggle when he's made to move in the defense. There's a big, big difference between Zii Jia with control and Zii Jia in the defense. Really good attacking skills, dangerous attack as he, but Momota, unfortunately for Lee, has the defense to match it. And good shot quality here from both players in this rally. Excellent play by Lee. That's probably how hard he's going to work throughout the match.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Momota just living at such a high threshold that he's asking so many tough questions, mentally and physically, of all of his opponents, that I think some of them consider it a bit of an unenviable assignment, really.
He's a tall player, Zii Jia, and in many ways you can compare him to Victor Axelsen, who's also got a really, really good attack, but Momota has got the answers in the defense, or most of the times he's got the answers in the defense, and can make it difficult for the tall Dane in the his own defense, and I think that's going to be the same case for Zii Jia. But excellent setup there. He's really got some nice attacking skills. That was the Malaysian coach is former gold and silver medalist at the World Championships. Hendravan, the Indonesian coach in Malaysia. Won the World Championships in 2001 in Seville. And on the line. The other one was, of course, Wong Chun-han there with the tracksuit on, the director of coaching. He lost the final in 2003 in Birmingham.
Decent start from the Malaysian.
Yeah, very good start.
That's the thing, isn't it? You know, it's the tireless, strong defences of Momota, so super agile, so extremely fit, and you feel you've got to win the point sort of 4 or 5 times. And it gets inside your head after a while, nibbling away and creating doubt in most of his opponents worldwide.
Great pictures here of Momota's footwork.
Super agile.
Good little deception. Looked a long time like a short reply on that service from Momota. So that just flicked it in the nick of time.
That's nice. Climbing back so quickly to get behind that and ripping it when he got there.
Thank you.
No Lee Chong-wei, of course, this year. He's retired, isn't he? But this Malaysian getting up the rankings, playing off a career high of 13 in the world. He's going the right way. This is encouraging for the Malaysians. So a 4-2 lead for Zii Jia dissipates quickly. Now he's under pressure.
Landed in.
Kento Momota challenges called in.
First challenge of the match.
Service over. 6-7. Play.
Well, it was a great challenge, and he seems quite buoyed by it, does Lee?
He's had success a couple of times by changing the speed of movement and attacking the backhand side of Kento Momota. Stays in as well. Very nice play. Excellent play by Zii Jia.
Well, on paper, he had the toughest route getting here. And he seems really battle-hardened as a consequence of it. Playing some fine badminton from the off here, the Malaysian. Really asking some tough questions of the world #1. Competing well. Early stages, though. Still a lot of badminton to be played. That's gone.
Service over. 8-all.
Well, Malaysian fans back home will be really encouraged by the offing here from their man.
The question mark in my mind is whether he can maintain the high shot quality that he started out with Zii Jia. That will be necessary, I think. First body smash from Momota. Easily defended by Lee. Defense again. Fantastic defense. That's an amazing rally we're watching here.
And in the end, the world #1 comes through, but there was a almost pirouette-like recovery in defence after one of the saves from this young man. What an effort it was. But still, Momota doing so well to remain focused and put a lid on the point. Such discipline from the Japanese.
Sliced the smash a little bit there, Momota, so it stopped in front of Zii Jia, and very often it's more difficult to be accurate with smashes that stops a little bit in front of you than hard smashes that is passing you when you intercept them. Or would have passed you if not intercepted.
Play.
Well, opening 10 minutes or so, very, very entertaining in this tight first men's singles quarterfinal. Momota breaks to the front with a 3-point cushion, 11 points to 8.
Memang mau konsisten, ada chance switching speed quality, tak mati. Betul.
你看他开始练的时候是他也是两边起跳，杀直线杀对角，所以他大对角出球呢特别准。你往小对角开一点杀，他的 P 掉先把它拿掉，然后让你注意他直线多一点的身体。
Lepas itu satu lagi ya, kan tenang.
20 seconds.
Lari semua tenang.
Thank you. Get ready, please. On hold.
So the first chance of getting some advice from the court side for these two players here.
Break.
Ready to resume this first game as reigning world champion Kento Momota is up 11-8, but what a great smash there from Zii Jia.
So it's over 9-11.
That's a powerful smash there. The body smash. Tried it in the first part of the first game and was defended by Lee, but I think this was placed a little bit more to the left hip. The service return that created problems for Lee there in the beginning of that rally, and Momota never really gave him a chance to get out. Great cross shot. Excellent play.
One of the questions coming in from one of the viewers suggesting, you know, does this Zii Jia, does this fella here in our picture have what it takes to follow up the accolade of the great Lee Chong-wei?
Well,
it's a lot to live up to. They're big boots to fill, eh?
It is, but it's too early. I mean, he's 21, so, and what is it? How do you live up to it? Do you have to win as many tournaments as Lee Chong-wei? Then I think it's not possible. Or do you have to get a World Championship or Olympic gold? Is that enough with one? It's an impossible question to answer. We can just say that he's improved a lot, this man. And we all often see that when the best player sort of retires or is injured, then the number 2, 3, and 4 they lift their game. Don't have someone beating them every time at practice, so it's more easy to think that you play really well when you win a lot of matches in practice. Good shot. First time that Momota goes crossed from his backhand side. I think that would enhance his game even more, using more of those smashes, but I don't know if he's perhaps saving them for the Olympics. But a cross smash like this makes his straight smash even more dangerous, and if he adds a cross clear as well, then I wouldn't like to be the opponent.
Mixing it up nicely, Momota now. Yeah, and back to that sort of thread of earlier. It's really interesting, isn't it? Because Zii Jia, this is the third meeting against Momota, and of course he is at a career high of 13 in the world, Lee. But yeah, I think when you get to that sort of pedigree of Lee Chong-wei, so heralded and decorated, you've got something very, very special, and you're particularly a very fast learner in these competitive situations. What an unbelievable athlete he was, though.
But I think the more safe and logical answer is no. to the question whether he can go as high as Lee Chong-wei has done. Because had Lee Chong-wei not been contemporary with Lin Dan, he would have been clearly the best of his era.
17-12.
Lin Dan, of course, out at the first hurdle, the 5-times world champion in this 25th edition of the Total BWF World Championships. So the world number 1, armed with a 5-point cushion here. Pressure weighing heavy on the Malaysian shoulders right now. Whoa, wasn't far off.
Very nice service return, unfortunately. As we saw, just wide. And 6 straight points for Kento Momota. The cross smash again. So now it's becoming really dangerous to play that long backhand side.
Game point 12.
Well, 6 consecutive points to get to this stage. Momota, 8 game point opportunities. World number 1 and defending champion here. Looking good on course for the semi-finals. He's halfway home. Taking the opening game, 21 points to 12. Just 20 minutes played.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, he's a difficult man to read, isn't he? He's got so many ways to pick a lock in these sort of competitive situations. And he's got a lovely sense of composure and calm that you would expect from a defending champion.
Yeah, you might say, or you could say that Zii Jia has the game from above tape level to threaten Momota. So if he can improve his defensive movement, then could become a real threat, in my opinion. I mean, he's still in this match. It's not decided yet, so let's not write him off. But he's been a little bit up and down this year here with the 4 first-round losses, whereas one of them was in this very arena in the Swiss Open, where he lost to Jonathan Christie. Not that it's a player that you can expect Zii Jia to just beat, so it's a tough first-round draw, and I think that's also part of it, playing yourself into contention and hopefully in top 8, so you can get a seeding in the biggest of the tournaments. That's well played. Big hammer there from Lee.
Yeah, certainly no lacking power with that smash. But the precision of it as well, stand out. So spatially aware, Momota just moving his wand away quickly from that one.
It was miles out in terms of high-level men's single.
Yeah.
This is what you do 8 hours a day, so they've got better skills in reading whether a shuttle will go long or wide than any of us.
Yeah, he's got those skills down to an otherworldly level, hasn't he? It's all so easy for him seemingly now. He just flows gracefully around the court. It's just so hard to get him under pressure and keep him under pressure. His end range control of the shuttle and imperious accuracy is just, well, it's something to behold, isn't it?
Fantastic shot. From the base position, more or less. Still managed to get his shoulder, arm and racket turned in the opposite direction. Great attack from Lee.
Blistering from Momota. Steen, are there similarities to the way that this youngster parallels to Victor Axelsen in any way, and that he's good when the shuttle's above the tape? He's quite dictatorial, but did Victor have to work hard on his defensive prowess?
Yeah, he's been focused on that for many years because he was quite a tall guy even as a youngster, so knowing that at 194 then you had to do something extra to be competitive at a high level. So he's worked with a gymnastics coach and has a special physio coach now, Victor Axelsen. But right now I think his priority is getting control of his injuries. He's been injured more or less since January 2018. Lots of similarities to Zii Jia and the way I see it.
Yeah, well answered. It's a big frame to manage, isn't it? He's got all the answers.
6-2.
He simply gets too much back, Momota, for Zii Jia. And many others for that sake. So it takes a lot of patience, and if we stay with the comparison between Zii Jia and Axelsen, then they can't play the long rallies with the desired quality. One that can is also not here. That's Zii Jia from China. He's shown that he has a better mix of attacking skills and defensive abilities to challenge Momota at some tournaments at least.
Yeah, he's beaten Momota twice, hasn't he? Zii Jia.
Yeah, first one to defeat Kento Momota in a team tournament ever. It was in the final of the Sudirman Cup earlier this year. China regained the title. It had been on loan, they would probably say, to Korea, who won it in 2017.
Starting to feel the weight of the scoreboard pressure now, Zii Jia.
Yeah.
And at times, it's starting to look just a little bit academic for Momota, who's just been so solid throughout.
He's scored, he's up 17-2 of the last 19 rallies. 17-3 now, the last 20 rallies.
3-9.
Oh, he lost his racket. It's a good thing Momota didn't return that one. Zii Jia tackled himself. Lost his racket. But has found it again. Deception, fantastic deception.
Service over. 10-4.
He's looking down at his thighs, Zii Jia, like he wants to punch them. Come on, move.
Well, that's gone as well, and it's become a familiar look. Kento Momota to the mid-game interval. 11 points to 4. Just inside half an hour, all of this has unfolded.
Chandran, former world champion, 18 years ago.
Tekan tepatnya kalau di sini ya, kalau di bawah sudah 10.
The same hairdresser as you and I, Paul.
Jangan menyerah, yang penting berani tekan.
Board 1, 20 seconds. Board 1, 20 seconds.
Ini training tak apa aja.
So, can he turn this around, Zii Jia? It's a very, very tough ask. Searing power overhead. Crowd like that. Look at the winner speed there. Almost 380 kilometers per hour. Rifled.
Yeah, it's a really crisp smash he's got, Zii Jia. The launches to the short corners, both forehand side and backhand side, they are taking its toll in the long run.
It's been on court a lot longer this tournament. 2 matches running over the other side of an hour for Zii Jia. Momota looking up together, an alert here.
35.
He's going to take some stopping, judging from this form that he's displayed so far on show court 1. It could be Jonathan Christie or Sai Praneeth up next for the winner of this.
Service over.
Well, many baffled with that kind of miss. Doesn't happen too often.
Again, since 13-12 in the first game, Momota's now up 21-6. Oh, came over.
Well, a collective sigh from many
14,
in the seats.
6.
As if Momota needed the luck of the net cord. Well, you have to compliment the world #1. He's done a terrific job and been so disciplined in his management, keeping this dangerous young Malaysian 21-year-old at arm's length throughout. He's allowed him no real ins.
He's just been rock solid, Momota. He's been able to kill attack on the Japanese #1. No doubt about it, but not nearly enough to be a threat for the victory. And that's also going to mean that Malaysia is going to leave this World Championships without medals.
16,
It's the last medal hope left in the tournament, Zii Jia.
Unable to regularly dent the defenses of the Japanese is Zii Jia. Look at that. What a lovely picture that is. So in control, even when many think not. And a tough ask today for Zii Jia. He will learn and move forwards, but you often leaves you sort of thinking, will he ever crack this tough nut the other side of the net? A few have,
17, 7.
but not many.
Perfect.
18, 7.
Closing in on the semi-finals, Kento Momota now.
Service over. 8, 18. Service over. 19, 8.
Well, 35 minutes have elapsed and Zii Jia has been face down in the dirt for quite a while out here against the world #1. Understandably, it's what many anticipated from the offing here. Momota now really turning the screw. Here he is at match point.
On the line.
Kento Momota motoring along nicely in Basel. The world #1's pedigree on display again. He acknowledges his fans and a smile breaks across his face. He's come through in some style out here on show court 1 today, in straight games, yielding a total of only 20 points. An emphatic victory. A strong showing from him. So it'll be Jonathan Christie or Sai Praneeth up next for Momota, who was mercilessly efficient today. Never a dull moment whenever he takes to court, because he brings such high skill level. For Zii Jia, a decent World Championship campaign. And he'll take a lot from this, no doubt. He'll have to go back to the drawing board and rebuild, but it's been a positive tournament for him. Momota through to the last 4. Here's how he did it. Deadly accurate, watertight in defense. and utterly in control. So a stunning, steady, consistent performance from Kento Momota. His coaches loved it. Don't have to do a lot, do they? He's that good these days. World #1 and defending champion, safely through to the semi-finals.